Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is
It got his man complete. Touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're in the middle part of this season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar. 91 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now Wilson. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is born. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Jets.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. Running left, Taylor. Shreds the tackle. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Wilson now off the bootleg. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. So
the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Scene 6. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
61. Matchbox.
The option to give to Taylor here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
19, Tiger. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll look to throw again. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown,
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Jones now throwing on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to go up top again. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Finding Bourne here over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, another run with Taylor. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The give to Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. Punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. 7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Kyler Duggar who picks him. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now Jones on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They're going to run it with Harris, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. That is caught by Mims. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception. This drive a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's